grips, cutting the corner. Again, making sure my leg reaches behind my opponent's hips. And all I'm doing is filling my opponent's space in their chest with my shoulder. I'm gonna drive my knee down to get my opponent back onto the mat, and that's it. That's all I want. Once you do it, you'll see the muscle aspect. Doing this makes it easy for you to face it. Exactly. Okay. Doing this makes it hard for you to face it. Okay. Exactly. That's the idea. But if I end here and you start trying to fix it, I can do stuff. I can hold that. Expand on it. So, you can continue working on training the elbows and stopping your opponent from moving. I'd rather follow them, or you can just go right into breaking and building from here. I'm going to start by breaking this grip. Also, I'm aiming for the wrist, not the elbow here. The wrist. Break, get your grips. And again, from here, my opponent starts trying to move around. I have this solid grip. Okay, that's going to stop him from pass necessarily. If he jumps to the left really hard, okay, I can always use that to still square. Same thing here. He jumps to the right super hard. I can use this to square and he goes anyway. That's why I have these very specific grips. I pull, blocking my opponent's rib and body, and I go working on building my guard. Whether that's going to the eyes or going to the head, or really I go to the bicep, and start building my double diva and go to the hip here. Because of these grips that I have, and the fact that I'm perfectly squared up over here, I have this very unique opportunity here where I can start lifting my opponent. And the thing that I can do is lift my opponent to get his head above my sister graphics. So you want to pull their head and shoulder above your belly button. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my elbow, open up these grips to get him to move forward. And now, be able to lift your opponent. And you can lift your opponent and dive into the front. Just going to throw him over your head. In this case, for safety, I prefer to go to the side. Come up.
Likely so. Like if I have a low guard on you, okay. And I can get that shit. Cut the last minute out. Cut the first minute and the last minute out.
So Gabe, we had Jiujitsu World League this weekend. How did that go?
Jiujitsu World League was awesome. Jiujitsu World League is actually always awesome when they come to town. Would actually wish they came to town a lot more often. I think they're one of the most professionally run organizations. The prizes are great. As you can see, it went pretty well for us. Even though we only took a small crew of 10 competitors, we were able to come out on top of the gi division for Singular Academy as the dojo, and we took third place as an organization, which is a big deal considering that we are still only just one school here in New York compared to all the other affiliations. We had a lot of good results. I think one of the standout performances was from Bailey, who was a brown belt here at the dojo. He did superb in the gi, was able to implement some of the stuff that we've been working at here at the dojo. But he also jumped into no-gi, something that he doesn't really do, he doesn't compete in, he doesn't really even train in, and he had an even better performance in no-gi than he did in the gi. So super happy with his performance, but I'm very happy with everyone's performance, regardless of, win or loss. For me, it's a matter of each individual performance and kind of downloading data. So overall, I think the event was awesome.